everyone, so this is Shruti Ahuja, MBBS student at GMCH Chandigarh. So in this video we are going to talk about one of the most common problem and the problem which arises when the exams are near, right? So this video will be focusing on like the backlog which students face when they are in first year of MBBS. So I will tell you subject wise approach how to cover your backlogs. So, as a general point of view, you need to understand that if you have 2 to 3 chapters in backlog or more, you just need to start with the current chapter right now. Just as we did in NEET preparation times. Just start with the current ongoing chapter and give 1 hour, 2 hour or 3 hour accordingly, according to the amount of your backlog daily, so that you can cover your previous chapters as well along with, right? Secondly, the practicals which are being conducted like the physio, biochem and anat practicals whichever are being conducted in the college itself, do their preparation, do their revisions in the college only, because you will not get time afterwards to ask doubts of regarding it and to ask extra things, right? So whichever tests are being conducted, whichever practicals are being conducted or tutorials or small group discussions and everything like that, you need to prepare for them diligently, because when you will prepare for them, your current syllabus will obviously be on track and you can get some time to focus on the previous syllabus, right? Next, focus on practical, because like in anatomy, like if you do the practical well, your theory becomes super easy, right? Next, biochemistry. Now in biochemistry, just give half an hour daily and learn and revise the cycles, the flow charts and all the those clinical concepts of biochemistry as well, because if you do the clinicals and all the cycles drawn in the books, or in we can I say Harper usually, all the cycles and the clinical concepts, then your like 90% paper is done, because the paper is based on that only, right? So even if you don't have time to read the book or watch the videos, just do the cycles, understand them obviously, and do the clinical concepts well. And PYQs is the last resort, not the first one, to cover the backlogs or syllabus. Next is in physio you need to do the flow charts, just as we did in biochem. If you don't have time to read the whole text, do the graphs, the flow charts, and again the explain by question types of thing will be covered when you do the clinicals again. Okay, so if you do the flow charts, the concept based and the graph thing from Guyton or Genong, or whichever book you are following, then your 90% thing is obviously done. Okay, so it you may need not to reread the whole chapter, right, at this point of time. Then at last, anatomy. In anatomy, you need to cover the practical D hall. You need to attend it very well, because at the last of this year, first year, you will be having the revision sessions as well. So for to utilize those revision sessions, you need to revise the whole syllabus well, so that you are at benefit, right? So do well in practical by attending the D hall well, by when the slides are shown, when the histo slides are shown, just mark all the slides, all the features, and what are the two identification points and what are the locations where the tissue is present. Just make a PDF of it for with your own hands, because the thing we do with our own hands, we just remember it better, right? So D hall done, gross specimens done. Osteo also you can do in D hall museums, and you can just learn the important features, and you can just do active recall of the same. And in histo is very scoring. 20 marks of practical, like, or more in some colleges, is just directly by histology. And if your OSPE of histology is very well done, then you have a good fraction of practical completed, right, of anatomy. And so histology, and then theory. If for theory, just focus on the clinicals again. For embryology and theory, you need to, like, there are two marker questions of explain why, and they are very basic, and you can do by doing all the clinical boxes of Vishram Singh or BDC. And at last, you need to practice the diagrams which you drew in your gross anatomy record books or practical files, or the important PYQ markings diagrams which do come in the exam as 5 marker questions. Because if your diagram is correct, you obviously would get 4 or 3.5 at max, and that is a very nice score, right? Then if you attend the practical, your theory revision would become very and super easy for you. So from now on, just revise, and whatever is your backlog, just cover by this strategy and way. I hope this would help you a lot, and if it helps you, then do share it with your friends also.